My name's Jovi and this is my book report. Are you thinking about making some money this summer and starting a lemonade stand? If so, I have a great book for you. It's called The Tuttle Twins and the Food Truck Fiasco. This book teaches young entrepreneurs about starting their own business, working with competition, and dealing with city laws that make it hard for new businesses to succeed, meaning they don't make enough money to cover their costs. The story takes place at a football stadium during a big food truck event. The main characters are Ethan and Emily Tuttle and their friends Amy and Jared, who are food truck owners. Throughout the story, the twins discover there are too many unfair rules and regulations which is forcing many food trucks out of business. Ethan and Emily learn an important lesson about unnecessary rules, how unnecessary rules hurt small businesses instead of helping them. At the football game, there are many different types of food trucks to choose from. The Tuttle's friend Amy was selling pizza, and their friend Jared owned 3 types of food trucks. There were also food trucks selling noodles, hamburgers, and tacos. Good competition is when businesses work fairly with each other. Having fair competition forces businesses to do their best by offering unique foods, fast services, and low prices. Bad competition happens when a company tries to block others from competing. One example of bad competition in the story is when a food truck called Big Bob's Barbecue shows up at the event, even though Bob has a restaurant just a few feet away. He tries to get a rule passed saying no restaurant can open within 2,000 feet of his restaurant. This is an example of something called protectionism. Protectionism is when the government changes rules to make it hard for some businesses and easier for others. At first, Ethan and Emily didn't know how to change the law. They asked themselves, who would they talk to? How long would it take? And would it be hard? When they got home, their dad told them that to change these laws, you have to educate people. And to do that, you need to get their attention. So the twins and their dad spent the next several days planning an event called Food Truck Friday. They wanted to show how the rules were hurting small businesses, and some of the unfair rules were food trucks couldn't charge less than restaurants. Only adults were allowed to work in food trucks. Food truck owners had to pay a lot of extra fees. And some food trucks were forced to move to different places each day so their customers could never find them. It's like if the referee of a football game was helping the other team win by making rules harder for your team. That would be unfair. But instead of blaming the other team, we would blame the cheating referee. In the story, the twins find out that a big restaurant owner was able to get the mayor to pass laws that shut down the restaurant's competition. The restaurant owner even came up to Ethan and Emily and said, "You're breaking the law, I'm gonna call the police." But Jared told them not to worry. "I doubt the police will come today. It won't look good for the mayor if the police come now." The owner of the restaurant didn't even bother calling them. That night, all the TV stations showed the story of what happened, including Ethan and Emily and the restaurant owner. The Tuttles weren't done yet. The following Tuesday night, there was a big city council meeting. The room was packed with reporters and people wearing green shirts and buttons. Several food truck owners spoke about how laws had hurt their businesses. Then Ethan and Emily gave a speech that said, "We've learned that many of the laws and rules businesses have to follow are actually used to help big companies hurt their competition. These rules are called protectionist laws." The mayor, the city council, and Bob looked really embarrassed. Now the reporters knew what had happened. After the meeting, the mayor wanted to avoid the news reporters, so he decided to repeal all the unfair food truck laws. The Tuttle Twins and the Food Truck Fiasco is a great book for kids ages 8 to 13 who want to learn about regulations, economics, competition, and protectionism, and how people can stand up and make a difference. Thank you.